Well, it's important to look your best on the road, and that's not lost on the Wizards. Here they are, coming into the arena earlier on. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Our setting tonight with the lights of downtown Atlanta shining in the background. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on DA. Take it away. Well, it sure is. Thanks, David. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Washington. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now. And checking out Atlanta, a game and a half out.
And right now for the Hawks, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both. But something has got to change.
For me, the decision makers have a lot of tough choices to make. They also need to look in the mirror because they're the ones who assembled this team.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. At the forward spots, Miles and Hachimura. All runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bryant in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Parker, and it's Young in at the point guard. Wall finds Bryant. Smitty, we know these two teams struggling right now, but just generally, what do teams do to get out of a slump?
You know, what I think they do is you have a lot of communication amongst each other. You just keep playing hard, usually playing hard, being competitive, and you get a couple wins. You need a couple wins, and then I think it can change around.
Parker passes to Young. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Miles. Young's shot is off. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Wizards. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
You know, sometimes you don't play up to your full potential. The important thing to figure out is what went wrong.
Drops in the tray.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Bryant against Collins. In the corner. Herter with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Wall. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Collins finds Young. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
To the middle. And then Miles with the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Parker surveying the floor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Outside, Beal. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Here's Herter, defended by Miles. Right on the bucket. Herter's got his second basket.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
to Beal. No good on the three. The Hawks trail by 6 to the paint. And Parker with the basket on the assist by Collins.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
But one thing you can say about the Hawks, they have drafted well over the past few seasons. Stole John Collins at pick 19, traded back for Trae Young, and the Herter selection. The rebuild may not be long in Atlanta.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Alex Len's checked in for Collins. Chandler Parsons comes in for Jabari Parker. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hunter. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. Pass to Len. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And Steve, the Hawks not only identify talent, they identify guys who will excel in their established system.
And that system is finding value with shooters. They also look for guys who bring the energy and also bring the effort. The size of the player isn't as important as the heart.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. Len kicks to Turner. Back to Len. Just 5 to shoot. The pass to Turner. Sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wizards leading by 3. Passes it to Smith. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And you look at Ish, more than stats, he provides poise and he provides leadership.
Young dishes the Len. Stolen by Thomas. And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Smith's got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Young against Thomas. And it goes down 2 points.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Brown outside. Back to Thomas. Pass to Bertens. Here's Smith. Clock at 6. Now, here's Bertans. Handed by Len. Smith's shot is good.
And this is the shot Smith's been working on. Hard to get time in the backcourt these days if you can't hit it from range.
And here's Young from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. He has 7, and we'll be right back after this. One of the premier point guards in the NBA, John Wall, knows.
My season would mean nothing to me if I don't.
Well, that's the mindset you have to have.
You know, individual accolades are great, but team success is what it comes down to.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Reddish out there with Turner. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then it's Jones. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Hunter's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And a switcher also for Washington. Bradley Beal's checked in for Smith. Steve, we've seen a few guys score close to 70 points in a game recently. Devin Booker of Phoenix certainly has gotten to that mark. Who might be the next guy to get to 70?
I think James Harden, because the way he shoots the three ball and gets to the free throw line, he's one. Steph Curry for sure. Kevin Durant. And I think Giannis in a few years, if he can start knocking down those threes, because I'm sure he can get about 40 points in the paint, 10 at the line, but he needs to knock down a few threes.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Hawks said they were going to be patient when they rebuilt their team, and they were going to do it through the draft, and they've stuck to that script. Now, Trae Young is probably the biggest name, but Atlanta's added a lot of great young talent the last 3 years. There's John Collins, Kevin Huerter, and in 2019, the Hawks added 3 more good young players in the draft. DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish, and Bruno Fernando. Things are looking up in Atlanta.
I would think so, too. On paper, it looks good. We'll see if it materializes. D.A., thank you as always. Here's Len. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
So for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Jones. Parker comes in for Len. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Brown. And John Wall subbed in for Thomas. Miles with it. Over Collins. Miles, that's good. Miles has got the lead up to 10 now for the Wizards. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Turner passes to Huerter. Now, here's Hunter. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, coming into the league, John Collins mostly an around the rim scorer. His development as a shooter giving him more versatility.
And the Hawks making a change here. Young's checked in. Second free throw, no good. And at Wake Forest, Collins a solid mid-range shot. But you know what, Smitty? He has stretched his range now beyond the arc.
Kevin, credit his work ethic. A power dunker, but he's not content to live inside.
Ball passes to Beal. Outside, Wall. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
It's stolen by Bryant. And now Beal pushing it up and going back to stop him.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Parker. Makes it off the glass. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Wall against Young. Wall looking it over. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Young finds Collins. Here's Huerter. And again, it's Atlanta. 1:04 left in the first half. Beal the pass to Hachimura. And here is Bryant. He dishes it to Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed one of his 5 shots tonight.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Beal. Collins against Bryant. 5 to shoot. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Now Young to the wing right side. Herter back in, coming off the assist from Young. Herter's got 9.
You people see the floor as well as Trey. If you're open, he'll find you.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly. And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. 3rd quarter about to start.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
3rd quarter action getting going right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Wizards. Ball runs the play with Beal at the 2. At the forward spots, Miles and Hachimura. And it's Bryant in at the center position.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
You know, Greg, at Oklahoma, the long-range shooting of Trey Young drew eyes. But it seems it's his passing that's his most NBA-ready attribute.
How about Kevin? First player in history to lead D1 college basketball in points and assists. Top 10 in the league in dimes his rookie season. Young man has a chance to be special.
Here's Herter. 9 points in the game so far. Beal with the block. Bryant with it. He's picked up by Collins. And finished off by Bryant.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. It's Young on the wing, covered by Wall. Bounce pass Collins, and they pick up 2. Herter's got 11 points.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Washington calls timeout. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Lenz checked in for Collins. Jones comes in for Parker. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Hutter. And it's Reddish in for Kevin Herter. The Wizards also changing it up. Travis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. Troy Brown comes in for C.J. Myers. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall.
Oh, that's It's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. There's Beal with the three. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Beal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Jones with it. Now Beal defending. Young for three. Another three for Atlanta.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the three ball. Give me back that momentum.
Here's Thomas, and some very quick points for him on that possession. He has 6.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Reddish the pass to Len. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Now the pass to Bertens. Back to Thomas. Fires the three. And Jones pulls it down. The Hawks trail by 11. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Trae Young. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Washington. He gets it in there. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
This is year 2 for Lloyd Pierce as an NBA head coach. Still in his early 40s, the Hawks, the perfect opportunity for him to grow and develop alongside his players.
A pass to Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Turner passes to Jones. Kicks it to Reddish. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at Young. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Right side, Turner. Over Thomas. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his third basket of the night. And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Jabari Parker is out there with John Collins. And it's Reddish in at the 1. So that's the Hawks 5. And Herter gets it to go. Well, this term load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star games. There's not as many back-to-backs.
The Hawks trail by 11 to the inside. And the dunk by Parker.
Coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Bertans kicks to Miles. And there's the call on John Collins. That's his first foul. Young's checked in for Atlanta. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Miles, that's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Young. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Wall passes to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Collins. And Young kicks to Parker. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Outside, Wall puts one up from 19. Collins grabs the miss.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Passes to Young. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
This is when they need it the most. So they're so close to evening this game up.
11 feet away. The shot's good from Smith. And the Wizards lead by 5.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Here's Herter. Bertans defending. And Herter gets it to go. Herter's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Wall. And he jams right over Jabari Parker.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's up to 25 points for Trae Young. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Thomas Bryant.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
He has a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Scott Brooks' huddle. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
All with it, and Young picks him up defensively. That one goes. Count it.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
Parker trying to free himself up. Good work there as it goes. Collins has got his first bucket of the night. The Wizards with the lead. Beal the pass to Wall. He kicks to Miles. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Beal, and it's blocked. Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Miles. And that one's good. Hunter.
We saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
Over to the left wing. And absolutely hammered it down. Atlanta's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
Now here's Beal. He's guarded closely. Laces one from 3.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're down by 2. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the game. Young against Wall. And Young gets to Collins. Shot clock at 6. Herder passes to Parker. Washington with the rebound.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed that one to go down.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 4. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hunter, no good. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's stolen by Bryant. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. It was Bembry. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. And here is Beal. And so Washington takes the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having them with you out there?
Well, we just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him, and also getting open shots for myself. And he's helped me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David